What's up, motivators? Timothy here. Welcome to today's video. Today, I want to give 5 tips to the backpackers who may be overweight, big and tall, or on the heavier side of life. Number 1, do not compare yourself to other backpackers or hikers who are of average size and weight. It is very important to understand in the same way when you go into a store, a department store, you're trying to find clothes or shoes, you know what it's like for these companies who never have your size. All right, I'm a big and tall person. I'm 6'6", 360 something pounds. I know what it's like to already prepare yourself to hear, hey, we don't carry that size. And so in the outdoor space, you will find the same problems. There are companies, fine like REI, who's starting to carry some items that's tailored for different kind of body types and body shapes. They have some backpacks, which I've already made a video about 3 different backpack options from day hiking to from a 25 liter to I think a 40 liter and 65 liter backpacks that goes all the way to 4XL. So there are some options there. Make sure I put that video in the description. But when it comes to clothes, it's a challenge till this day. Okay, so it's important. The reason why this is important to understand is that you'll watch some of these videos, you'll see all these gear lists, and some of these gear lists and things that they're using to cut the weight down, or to accommodate their goals. Listen, for us, you got to get what you can get. And sometimes the things that will able to hold your weight, such as a backpacking chair or whatever the case may be, you're not going to find an ultralight option. So you got to get what you can get. So number 1 is don't compare your setup to hikers of average size, in which many of these companies tailor their gear towards. All right. Number 2, do not skimp on the water. Your water intake is so incredibly important. Your water intake is so incredibly important. And this is one of the reasons why I have opted in to carry a reservoir or a camel pack rather than just having 2 Nalgene's, or I know many of the people, they'll carry smart water bottles or whatnot. If you are someone my size, again, 6'6", 363 pounds, if you are someone my size, those couple bottles of smart waters just will not do. Okay, you want to make sure that you are on top of your water intake. So if it's already on your shoulders, right, and you got that couple of liters on your shoulders, yes, will it be heavier? Yes, it will. All right, it will be heavier. Okay, if you're carrying those reservoirs, those water on your back, but the thing about it is right there. I have my pack right here. The reservoir right here, I have found that since it's right beside me and easier to grab, I find myself drinking water more often throughout my hike and journey. Secondly, many of us, again, when you put these packs on, the mobility that's necessary, or maybe you just can't reach due to size or whatnot. So these packs sometimes can be hard to reach when the water bottle is back here. Okay, and so again, you don't want to have to take your pack off every single time just to drink some water, especially if you can't reach it. But having, again, a camel pack here is very important. Okay. Number 3, do not skimp on your salt intake. Okay. One thing that I do, you want to make sure you are carrying electrolytes. And there are electrolyte brands, man, everywhere that you can find. There's all on social media. Watch any backpacking channel and you can still probably recommending their awesome brands that they use. But it's so important because let me tell you, you will be expending a great amount of energy and sweat. Listen, even if it's winter time and you may not find sweat dripping down, you are still, putting your body through some things, okay? The last thing you want is to, when your day is over and your body is tired, to you to be catching Charlie horses and cramps in your tent all because you drunk the water, but you forgot about your salt intake. Okay, so make sure you carry some kind of electrolytes with you, or even potassium or whatnot. That's going to make sure that while you're asleep, you're giving your body what it needs to recover. So very important. Point 2 and 3 walks hand in hand. Drink plenty of water, but make sure you are reaching your electrolyte goals. Number 4, please get a larger tent. If you're shopping looking for a tent and you see a 2-person tent, let me tell you, that ain't for us. That is barely for them, okay? But it ain't for us. I will encourage you to size up at least once or even twice, okay? It size up on your tent. I have a Nemo Hornet Osmo 2-person tent, and yes, can I fit in it? Of course. Can I turn around and am I comfortable? Absolutely not. Okay, I even had to upgrade my tent since then, which I'm looking forward to share with you what I have in a future video. But for now, I'm in a journey of constantly adjusting my sleep systems, where I took some recommendations from individuals watching this channel and giving recommendations in the comment section. So shout out to y'all. But I'm adapting my sleep systems for me. Listen, these tent sizes, I don't know where they're getting it from, but 2-person tent really means 1.5. 3-person tent really means 2 1/4. All right, so I would make sure that whatever, when you're looking for a tent, make sure you size up or at least double the size you think you're gonna need, so you can ensure that you're going to be comfortable in that tent. Number 4, this one I can't stress enough. Okay, we talked about water intake. We talked about salt intake, but let me talk about your food intake. Okay, it's important that you find out what is your minimal calorie threshold. Like, what is the amount of calories you need in life just to survive? Whether you're sedentary, again, that's going to keep your organs going or whatnot. But when you're adding a hike into that, as well as carrying a weight load on your back, you are expending energy that you may not be normally accustomed to. Okay, so the easiest thing to do will be to grab a backpacking meal, and you said, man, I'm good. But if you read these backpacking meals, even if it's a serving size of 2, many of these backpacking meals are not caloric dense enough. Did I say that right? There's not enough calories in those backpacking meals. Many of them only have 700 calories or 800 calories. And if you do, again, that twice, eat 2 backpacking meals and maybe a different kind of thing for breakfast, that is just, at least from someone my size, that is not enough food, which is why I have opted into cooking my food whenever I can. And so while I bring backpacking meals, of course, man, they taste good and they're great to have. But I think cooking your meals, right, being ready to cook, and so you can make sure that you are reaching calorie goals. Maybe bring a backpacking meal for lunch, but for dinner, while you're at camp and you have time to really throw down on there, make sure you bring something that's really gonna add the calories in. Now, some people may disagree with this because that's gonna mean you bringing extra weight, right? Let's say you're bringing in a sweet potato, or you're bringing in some various kind of other things, right? I'm not saying bring it in the whole kitchen sink and the Aldi grocery store, but you bring in something to make sure you can make a hearty meal that has enough calories to help your body to recover. That time that you are sleeping, it is so important, right? So important. So actually, which is why I've opted in to having the Jetboil MiniMo as my backpacking stove of choice, because of the simmer and because I got the Jetboil skillet that comes with it. Now you got to buy it separately, very lightweight, but I can legitimately make actual meals in there while I'm in the backcountry. So make sure once again, you don't skimp on your water, you don't skimp on your electrolytes, and you make sure you eat a great meal. and so you can make sure you're hitting your calorie goals, because your rest time at camp is so important for you to recover, have great fresh legs in the morning, making sure you're not catching cramps in the middle of the night, so you're not getting any sleep, because you still have to finish your journey when you wake up the next morning to finish your hike. So make sure you are being mindful of your calorie intake, making sure you're hitting your threshold for that journey. Number 5, purchase your backpack last. Okay, purchase your backpack last. Again, you are going to have to buy items that's heavier. Okay, there may not be an ultralight version for the pack or the things that you need to bring with you. Okay, you may find an ultralight item here, but another area is just going to be heavier. Your sleeping bag may be heavier. The sleeping pad that you bring may be heavier. The sleeping pad that I absolutely love is the Therm-a-rest Neoloft a large. But that sleeping pad is significantly bigger than like a Nemo tensor. Okay, but it is, to me, it is worth every single extra ounce to carry this incredible backpacking sleeping pad, because it's going to accommodate my weight and my size. Okay, you add to that. Let's say you want a backpacking chair rather than just a sit pad. Right, and so if you're going to do that, the backpacking chair I have is the ShallWe Backpacking Chair. Mine specifically goes up to 400 pounds. Okay, they have another version, and I'll put the link in the description, that goes up to 360 pounds. All right, this, because of that ability to accommodate its size, it is just going to be a heavier backpacking chair. Okay, but if you go to REI or some of these other big box outdoor stores, or you'll find like the Nemo brands, or you'll find other REI brands who are very, very ultra light. However, their sitting capacity only goes up to like 200 and something pounds. All right, that may not, for me, that is not remotely close enough. Maybe it's close enough for you, but if you are someone my size and stature, it is what it is. All right. And so there's so many different things that by the time you build a realistic backpacking kit, whether it's your cooking stove, your sleeping system, your shoes, your camp shoes, whether you opt to bring in sandals, right, and trail sandals. I forget the exact way what they're called, but again, I'll put them in the description. By the time you bring in, again, your reservoir, because you want to make sure you have easy access to water, that's going to be heavier. By the time you bring in all these various different kind of items, you want to make sure that your backpack can do a couple of things. Number one, that you can fit all your gear in your backpack. And number two, your backpack is able to accommodate the weight that you're bringing with you. Okay, you may never be able, I'm not saying it's impossible, but you may never be able to be like some of these other guys or the ladies on YouTube, where their base weight is 7 pounds, 8 pounds, or even 10 pounds. Our base weight will probably always be a little bit heavier. That's why you don't want to compare and contrast yourself to them. All right. So where the saying goes that you maybe heard before, hike your own hike. So yeah, these are 5 different tips I wanted to present to you as you are starting your journey. Some of these are giving yourself some grace, and others, these are preparing and making sure that you're giving your body what it needs, so you can have an enjoyable time outside on the trails, but also making sure that you are fueling the engine of your body. I live in the state of Florida, right? And it is summertime, right? Actually, it's not even summertime yet. And it's already in the 90s, and the humidities is just being a straight up bully. Okay, so I know that I'm gonna drink a lot of water, but you know what? I'm also know I'm gonna sweat a whole lot. So you'll be mindful of, again, of the electrolytes. So I'm talking from experience. Please make sure you're taking care of yourself when you're being safe there on the trails. If you have any questions about this big and tall journey, please make sure you hit me up, reach me in the comment section. But please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I have for various kind of topics that I want to bring to you and present to you, from not simply backpacking, but in life in general. And I also have a book out called Honest Conversations that I am wanting to encourage people to dialogue with each other in an area of discovery, to find the beauty of humanity, that diversity will not be tolerated but celebrated, because we truly are all better together. That book will be in the description here of the YouTube, this YouTube video as well. So please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you all next video. Holla at y'all later. Peace.